Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to be discussing how to find the volume of a cylinder and a sphere. First, let's take a look at the volume of a cylinder. So the volume of a cylinder is V is equal to pi r squared h. Remember, r is the radius, and if given the diameter, you divide by 2 to find the radius. The diameter is equal to 2 times the radius, and then you're given the height. Let's look at the first example. Which expression represents the volume in cubic centimeters of the cylinder represented in the diagram? So here we have a cylinder, and notice they gave us the diameter, which is 12. Now remember, in order to use the volume formula for cylinder, which is pi r squared, I need to find the radius. So what I have to do with the diameter is divide it by 2 to get the radius, which is 6. I'm then able to substitute in. So V is equal to pi times 6 squared times 27. Now notice the answer choices all have pi's in them. So that means in your calculator, you're not going to press the pi button. All you're going to put in your calculator is 6 squared times 27, which is 972, and then you're going to put in the pi. So the answer is choice 3, 972 pi. Again, when the pi is in the answer choice, don't put it into your calculator. Let's look at the next example. The volume of a cylindrical can is 32 pi cubic inches. If the height of the can is 2 inches, what is its radius in inches? So let's first write down the formula, which is pi r squared. We're given the volume, which is 32 pi, so substitute that in for V. We don't know what the radius is, that's what we're trying to find, so we leave that as r. But we know that the height is 2, so we substitute that in for h. Now, we have to get r by itself, so we're going to divide both sides by 2 pi. Now, notice here the pi's are going to cancel out, and 32 divided by 2 gives me 16. 16 is equal to r squared. In order to get r by itself, I take the square root on both sides. The square root of 16 is 4. So the answer choice here is choice 4. Next, we have volume of a sphere. Volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. Now remember, the radius is equal to the diameter divided by 2, and the diameter is equal to 2 times the radius. Let's look at the first example. The volume in cubic centimeters of a sphere whose diameter is 6 centimeters is. So remember that my formula for the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now remember, I want to find the radius. In order to find the radius, if given the diameter, I have to divide it by 2. So I have to take 6 divided by 2, which gives me 3. 3 is what I'm substituting in for r. So volume is equal to 4/3 pi times 3 cubed. Now again, notice the answer choices that each answer choice has a pi, so do not press the pi button in your calculator. All that you're doing is typing in 4/3 times 3 cubed, and we get an answer of 36. Bring down the pi, so 36 pi is my answer, choice 2. Let's look at the next question. The volume of a sphere is approximately 44.6022 cubic centimeters. What is the radius of the sphere to the nearest tenth of a centimeter? So the first thing we're going to do is write down the formula for volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed. Now we know that the volume is 44.6022. Substitute that in for V. We are looking to find the radius, so we leave that as r cubed. Now we have to get everything away from r in order to solve for it, so we're going to divide both sides by 4/3 pi. I put into my calculator 44.6022 divided by 4/3 pi, and I get 10.64799909 is equal to r cubed. Now, in order to get r by itself, I'm going to take the cube root on both sides. I put this into my calculator, the cube root of 10.64799909, and I get 2.19. But remember, I need to find it to the nearest tenth, so that's 1 decimal place. The 9 bumps the 1 up to a 2, so the answer is 2.2, which is choice 1.